Man, I just got off the phone with with Uncle T. Uncle T. Uncle T says, Uncle T said he wants to have me a cheesecake factory, and I was going like, Uncle T, come on, man. Do you know how many people are producing cheesecakes, sending them Walmart, HEB, or whatever stores? They make money with it. And Uncle T goes, dude, there is no better Uncle T. There is no better Uncle T than me. And I'm telling you right now that once my cheesecakes hit those factories, that thing is gonna be burning the stores like Kaspa burning anything else on his way. And I'm I said, well, you motivated by it, go for it. I'm not a guy that will say don't stop, you know. And then he said, man, you always do better than me. And I said, Uncle T, what do you mean? He said, hey, you and I, we started this workout thing. You lost more weight than me. I like, hey, Uncle T, everything is stages, right? First of all, I do not want to be a fat millionaire. I don't know. People may like it, but me, I don't want to be that guy. First, lose weight. Second, now we start adding some weight and build muscle, some protein shakes and all that stuff. So that's what I'm working on. And Uncle T, yeah, he lost a lot of weight, but hey, he has in his mind that he has to have him a cheesecake brand. He wants to call it Uncle T. So I just thought that was so funny to me because hey, it's like you're tempting yourself with what made you gain weight in the first place, right? And that did not make any. I said, well, we'll find out. You can't stop a man from doing what he wants, right? But anyways, hey, before we do anything else, please don't forget it. Hit me a like, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and let's get it to 5,000 subscribers. Drop me a nice comment, If you don't have anything nice to say, drop me an emoji. That will also work, okay? That's all I want from you. That way we have an interaction and the YouTube computers or whatever they're using can push these videos to a lot of more people, right? That's what I'm asking for, okay? Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, yeah. I know, right? I know a lot of you are going to be saying, but Bitcoin went up to $80,000. Why are you saying yeah? I know a lot of you are going to be saying that. But hey, we'll talk about it in a second, okay? We'll look at 24 hours market performance, and you will understand why I'm laughing, okay? Right after that, we'll check out prices in details, and once we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Yeah, today I want to show you how my website is doing, and we'll see how, if I'm losing or if I'm gaining any money, okay? And you guys already know the drill. For those of you who are trading with me, the question is still the same. Are we buying Lambos yet? Oh man, excuse me, man. This place is so dusty. It is really getting on my nerves. So if I sneeze a couple of times, so I apologize in advance. Okay. But before we get to it, I've been telling you guys, hey, I am not going to co-sign anything that will make you lose money. I'm not that part. Trust me, I don't. I have a way of seeing things. Maybe you do your own way too. And that's why I usually say drop it in the comments, because you never know. I'm not a guy that would dismiss anything. You see, Uncle T is trying to start his own cheesecake brand, okay? He wants to call it Uncle T. In my opinion, it's bad because he's something that he likes to eat. And it will kind of reverse all the work we've done together. You see me? We started working out together. I've lost a lot of weight. And he's still struggling with it. But I can't tell him he's a grown man, right? I don't want him to feel like I don't want to support. It is the same thing with investment. Last year, I told you guys the bull run wasn't gonna last that long, right? Y'all remember? I was here on YouTube, almost basically the only one saying it. Why? Because there's a lot of things I check. There's a lot of things I do. There's a lot of not just looking at price every day. No, you have to pay attention to macroeconomy. You have to pay attention to the people's behavior. That's why, for those of you who don't know, that fear and greed index is there to help you analyze people's behavior. That's why it is there for. So you have to look at it, and then not just that. You start looking at everybody who's been telling you, "Oh, we are supporting Bitcoin," or "Bitcoin is the only way out." You look at the way they act. Are they putting their mouth where their money is? And if they are, what is the intentions? Okay, what's the intentions of doing that? I know I got a lot of comments about STR when I first mentioned it here on my channel. I got a lot of hate for it, but it is what it is. I just sit there and try to tell guys again, you do not just want to take my word for it. Please go do your research. These Bitcoin maxis, they don't have the best intentions at their heart. Because I'm saying, I want to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status. It's not just for me. If it was something that I was wishing just for me, my kid, just for me and not my kid, I would have been there right now, being somewhere having, well, I don't need some sunbathing, but hey, I'll probably be laying somewhere on a beach with sun hitting my face. But that is not me. I have to think about my son, I have to think about my daughter, I have to think about their future, I have to think about what I want. But you see in the markets today, any tiny thing, okay? Any tiny thing that moves, people are so desperate for green candles that anything that moves, they're jumping. Yeah, we're going in, it is happening, blah, 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 it is going. You forget, in a bear market, okay, let's take for example, I don't know, I want to take, let me say my first bear market experience, because I was around 2017 when I first discovered crypto, right? Way before that, but I didn't take it serious. The first bear market, when Bitcoin hit that $20,000, I do remember people saying, "Oh yes, now we are going to $50,000." I do remember that. But looking at the way the price acted, from 20,000, it dropped all the way back to 14, if I correct me if I was wrong. It dropped back then, and then it went up again. It went up again to what, 17? And everybody like, yeah, that was just a retest. It is going to start running now. But instead, it dropped lower than that. And every time it came up a little bit, people were like, yeah, we're going back again. Look at this and that. And it kept dropping even lower until it hit that, 2,700 or something like that. I got in at 3,005. So that is what I'm trying to tell you. 2024 or last 2021, last bull run, the same thing happened in 2021. You guys remember? Price hit that $74,000 or $72,000. Everybody kept saying, "Oh yeah, now we're going." It came down. It did a little retest trying to run up. Everybody, yeah, look at that, it was just a retest. What happened? Lower and lower and lower until it hit that, was it 15,000 or something like that? What it hit? The same thing. I've been saying on this channel, right? History does not repeat, but it rhymes. It rhymes. It doesn't repeat in the sense that you are not going to see Bitcoin going back down to $15,000. You're not going to see that. But it rhymes. Rhyming meaning 125,000, it came down. We have that massive drop at 60K. That wasn't organic. It wasn't. Because if it was organic, then that will kind of help a little bit with the price action we are seeing right now. But that wasn't organic. Big money figure out that, okay, we can fuck people over. They figure it out. Bitcoin is no longer that hard to get like it was before. I hold Bitcoin. I wish it would go to 400,000. But one thing is that you're wishing for it and reality hitting. Because when you look at the writings on the wall, they spell a totally different thing. That's what they spell. And I will try to explain it to you today. If you If you pay attention, great. If you don't, well, don't say I did not warn you. The people in my circle, they always know I keep on warning people, warning. I never give up, okay? Because again, that's my nature. It is not part of me to see you lose money and not say anything about it. Because at the end of the day, when what I've been telling you will happen, I'm going to laugh. That's me. I'm gonna, I'm gonna I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna make fun of you. That's me. I don't say I didn't warn you. Now, we've been looking at it on if you cannot step like there's a big saying out there. I never understood it until I got a little bit older. Okay? You don't know, you don't appreciate a picture until you step outside the frame. You understand? It's like I could be drinking from my Maxi mug, but I don't appreciate it until I look at it from a frame, just like I'm looking at the camera frame right now. And I go, wow, that is a nice mug. Or you can go, oh, crap, I should have done this way to make that mug look that way. You understand? That is the same thing that is happening to people right now. Okay? Bitcoin, most people did not believe in it until it started going mainstream. And how did it go mainstream? People like Michael Saylor, they went to the extreme to make people believe that Bitcoin was the way. Understand? Analyst, I'm not an economist. I'm not. That's why I say I'm not your financial advisor. But for all these years since I started investing, not just in crypto, I've been studying the market. I've been studying economy, and I've tried to do better, get better at what I do. That's what I've tried to do. And so many videos here, I've been telling you, Michael Saylor, MSTR is a house of cards. When it crumbles, it's going to take down so many things. So what do I want to tell you by this? You have this iShares, you have MSTR, there's a bunch of them out there, okay? Which now, they all build this entire crypto space, this entire financial. There are companies that took loans. There are companies that invested more than they can afford because they were following Michael Saylor's model, right? Most people didn't look at it. They're just like, yeah, he keeps buying. That means he's going to keep on running. But when you start to look at it and start to look at, okay, first of all, that APY he's promising is not sustainable. It is not. Those of you who've been in a couple of years before, you remember when DeFi first started, right? When we had this lending and all that stuff that was going on, what you call it? Something, the pools, right? The liquidity pools and stuff. Do you remember what happened to those pools that were promising this high APY? That's one way you can also detect a rock pool, okay? They promise, oh, you can put in here, let's say I have MMJ token against the UST. You can put it in there and you get rewards, right? I did participate in a lot of those. You had a lot of losses, some of them a lot of wins, but you have to know before you get into it. And that's the same situation that Michael Saylor is in right now. Bitcoin price has to be above $110,000 for them to break even. That's what it has to be. But there is one problem. The first quarter report has come out negative. They lost over $12 billion. Now, it's not longer something that he's hiding anymore. He told it publicly. He said it. They will have to sell. And that is one way. Now, if them selling just over the counter, maybe that wouldn't have affect much the price of Bitcoin. But when they file legal documents with the SEC, letting them know they're about to sell, that's where the problem is. Because now, all these ETFs that were bullish based off him buying and buying and buying, what do you think will happen once they learn that Michael Saylor is about to sell? Nobody knows how much. Nobody knows. But we know one thing. Bitcoin has this way of having a domino effect, okay? Because if he sells, whatever that he sells, as long as it's more than $2 or $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, is going to put a dent. And the feelings, even though the price at first doesn't move, the feelings that, oh crap, he's selling $3 billion. Oh crap, I don't want to miss. Next one, my grandma's going to sell. Next one, Uncle T is going to sell. Next one, my neighbor will be rolling on a stroller selling. And before you know it, yep, people are going to start to sell. And that, my friend, is going to be that snowball effect. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You have to watch. Now, we would have been a different thing. Let's just say we're in a full-blown bull market. It can sell. We will still be going up. It might take a little dent because price does not go up in a straight price, in a straight line, right? Take a little dent and keep going. But we are in the bear market. We're in the bear market. And you guys know what that means. Now, look at macroeconomy. Yesterday, our good friend Trumpicius Magicius landed in China and he laid down his list. 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, Alakazam, ping, pong, boom. And now Xi Jinping is looking at him like, looking at him like, yep, I know you are Trumpicius, but and if that does not open your eyes, start looking at traditional markets. You see the S&P 500? Always in the opposite direction of Bitcoin, right? I've been telling you, just look at history. When the two are going in the same direction, shit ain't right. Something is not right. You're supposed to raise your eyebrows, right? Go look at the money markets. Go look. Look at the stock market. What do you see? So there are so many things going on at once right now that tells you that the price is not going to pump above 110,000 or whatever to give Michael Saylor that edge that he need to be able to sell. He's going to sell if he hasn't started already. He's going to sell to be able to cover those losses. You can look at even Tom Lee. Tom Lee's Ethereum's, is it iShare or whatever he calls that thing, is already sliding on thin mud. It's already sliding. But yet, you are going to hear people tell you, you know what, your best option is to go get Bitcoin. And I'm looking at everybody going like, oh my God, why would you want to take that risk? Why? It's not like Bitcoin will go from here to $5 million. If it does, then yes, you have a very big chance of making money. I've showed you here time after time, guys. Even if Bitcoin goes to $1 million, if you did not get into it before you hit $10,000, you are going to lose a lot of money. And now, the guy was asking me yesterday, because normally I have this little tight circle between me and my friends. We discuss things. And one of my friends was like, well, Michael Saylor could sell, and that would not be that bad. And I go, dude, do you understand what you just said? All these ETFs about Bitcoin, they were all built around Michael Saylor's ideology. What do you think the ETFs are going to do when they discover that Michael Saylor is selling? It is not going to be the same thing. Let's just say Michael Saylor sells, my grandma sells, I sell, you sell. It's not the same thing like ETFs cutting loose. It's not. And if you look, okay, pay attention to this. Most of these ETFs, they bought in at a $60,000 Bitcoin. Most of them. Therefore, they're in massive profits right now. It's not a problem for them to cut loose to make sure that either breaking even or something. It's not a massive thing. Therefore, they can. Well, you're about to find out. Therefore, you need to be very, very careful when these things happen. The other guy said, oh no, the Clarity Act got passed. I looked at him and I laughed. I said, did you read it? He said, no. I said, well, you got to read it. Because Clarity Act got passed is a good thing for you and for me. Meaning that right now, banks, they can do crypto. Meaning that stable coins is going to be the next step. Okay? You got the first step has been passed. Now it has to get signed and put into law. But exchanges are not going to provide yield. I told you guys, banks are not going to lose. Exchanges are not going to provide yield. That's one. All the DeFi you ever want to do is going to be done through the banks. And that's exactly what they was fighting for. So now, Coinbase, Binance, my grandma's exchange, Uncle T's Cheese Factory's exchange, whatever you want to call them, if they want to provide yield, they will have to be regulated as a bank. As a matter of fact, those of you who use, I don't know any other exchange if they're doing it, but Uphold, for example, I was trying to transfer my 300 and something thousand Caspers back to my Tangent. That way I can have all my million Caspers all in one place. Guess what they did? They want to know, is that your wallet? Is that a central exchange? Is that this? What kind of is it a Tangent? Is it a, they're asking those questions now. So yeah, you're supposed to know. I told you, it's not going to be like they're telling you, but most people are saying, yeah. I say, yeah, the Clarity Act, it would have been a nice pump if we were in a bull run. That would have been a very nice pump. Just like when Trump issues took office, okay? Just like when ETFs were launched, just like when everybody else was talking about Bitcoin, even when they're in their showers and stuff like that. But everything you're looking at right now is like you're spitting in the air. It's coming right back at you. So now you want to be entering what you call it, leverage trades. I will say wait. Unless you don't mind, like me on my website, which I'm about to show you in a second. I don't mind because I'm testing. It's making me money, yeah, but that is not something that I can be proud of until I have it ready to run. So now this is why I'm telling you Kaspa is going to be running in 2026. Because first of all, when Bitcoin does its thing, unfortunately everything will crash. But Kaspa has something that is making it very, very bullish. Once after that, I'm still waiting. We're in May right now. I told you guys I want to enter my legendary trades April, May. We're in May right now. I'm still waiting to see what that price is going to do. If it doesn't do it, well, I will just cut my losses, enter my legendary longs, no matter what, right? But anyways, let me show you. Okay, let's go here. Let me turn on my computer. We go on there. Excuse me for a second. For those of you like you will say, no, you are not trading, and I told you I am trading. See, all these are positions that I'm trading. They are all in profits. Okay, you can see the first one is up there. Okay, quant on the 4-hourly, you can see. Okay, I entered and I'm in profits. What is that? $84. I think it is $84. Okay, and this one I entered it like what, 16 hours ago. The next one you will see right there, I entered a Jasmine trade on 4-hourly and is up, what is that, $573 in profit. That one I entered it 9 days ago. You can see right there. And the next one, enter Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin long. Okay, like I told you, I'm scalping the market. This one I entered it 9 days ago, and it is sitting almost breaking even. Okay, because I know there was a time it was negative. I know that one. The biggest one so far, you can see this one, for example, the last one, a quant trade, which I entered. What was that? Over 2 months ago. I had, because I'm testing. This one is up what, $800. Above it, there is one with $1,000, which is that a Jasmine trade, and above that a Kaspa trade that I also entered over 3 months ago. There it is. Okay, I entered it over 3 months ago, or 2 months, sorry, 2 months ago, and it's up $1,400. So yeah, I am trading, but I'm not trading in the way that you guys think. My website, I am calibrating it, okay? And some people say, no, look, it's not making profit. Hold on, let me show you. Look, all that I put in, as you can see here on my website, it is nice and easy. I put in $3,000, okay? That $3,000 is up in profit, 4,536, which is giving me my total right here, 7,536. So yeah, I am trading. I am. But it is not the kind of trading that you guys are used to when you see me trade. I am calibrating my website, and I am calibrating a lot of things because, like I said, this website is going to be another helping point for those of you who want. You can use it. You cannot use it if you don't want. But yeah, it's not for free. Okay, but anyways, going back to what we're talking about, Bitcoin is showing those signs. I'm telling you, price does not drop in a straight line. It is showing those signs. It is a bear flag. That's what it is. Everybody else is like, yeah, we broke out of it. No, I've been telling you, Bitcoin could go as high as $89,000 and still break down. That's what it is. Until I see the changes, I will not be bullish. I won't. I will still wait. Okay? But it's an opportunity. If you are trading on spot, it is an opportunity for you to load your bags on Kaspa. I'm telling you, Kaspa is going to make you so much money. It's not even funny. I don't know about you. Short term, it's going to make me money. Long term, it is going to make me a multi-millionaire. I've been saying it and I'll keep saying it. Kaspa is the real Bitcoin. It is. Until you start seeing the development, until you start seeing how things are moving, maybe you will be convinced. But by then, it will be too late. It will be too late. Listen, mining Kaspa should be 100% by July. Therefore, they don't have time to wait. They have to make sure that all these transaction volume is spiking by then. They have to make sure it's spiking, because by then miners will not have no reason to mine, right? We will be mining just to process those transactions and get rewards. That's why I'm telling you, if you're waiting, looking at price on spot, you're going to lose. The only reason I'm looking at price is because I want to enter leverage. Leverage, that's the only thing. If not that, I will just be buying on spot, just like I've been doing every 2 weeks. Next week is going to be my another buying, man. Well, let's see if I can add another 30 or 40,000 Kaspas to my bag. But like I said, you do not want to miss this generational wealth. You don't want to miss it. It only comes once every 20 or 30 years. I don't know about you, if you have 30 years to want to wait for, but I don't want to do that for myself. Okay, so there he goes. You better watch. Don't go follow these people telling you, yeah, Bitcoin here, Ethereum there. They are going to use you for exit liquidity. You better start packing that Kaspa, bro. You better start packing it. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. And to do that, we are going to need crypto bubbles. See? Even after the Clarity Act came out, everybody and their grandmama, yeah, it is pumping. What do you see? I'm telling you, they are going to use you for exit liquidity. Okay? Anyways, now let's start first with King Kaspa, KAS. And we do have here, for the past hour, she's laying flat, no movement. For the last 4 hourly, we have 0.2% up, 1.3% up on the day, 7.3% up on the week, 16.8% up on the month, and 68.7% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $1 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $19.2 million. You see, the volume has started to drop. I told you guys, it's not time yet. Even look at the yearly. It is even going even higher, right? We were 65, now we are 68. So anyways, now we go to the next one, which is going to be QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Just like I told you, it is not time yet. Look at that chart, still dropping, right? So for the past hour, down 0.4%, 0.5% down on the 4 hourly, 5.9% up on the day, 8% up on the week, 5.7% up on the month, and then look at the yearly. It is also still climbing. We were 17% last time, I think. Now we are 21.7%, sitting at the market cap of $1.1 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $27 million. Okay, now we go look at Cubic. High risk, high reward, right? On that, we do have, for the past hour, going down 1.3%, 0.9% up on the 4 hourly, 1.9% up on the daily, 1.4% down on the weekly, 25.3% down on the month, and 61.3% down on the year. See, no changes, still happening again. So we go to the next one. We look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. Okay, let's see. There we do have it laying flat in the last hour, 0.2% up on the 4 hourly, 0.1% down on the day, 11.1% up on the week, 23.8% up on the month, and 66.4% down on the year. The same thing. It is still climbing instead of dropping, right? Sitting at the market cap of $323.6 million, which was is going down. It was like 340, 350 last time we checked it. And a 24 hours volume traded at $14.6 million. Now let's go look at Jonathan's pet turtle, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. We do have here for the past hour 0.1% up, laying flat on the 4 hourly. Excuse me. 2.4% up on the day. We do have 1.8% up on the week, 9.7% up on the month, and the yearly 21.4% down. That's another one most people are not looking at. See that yearly? It was, I think, 17 or 15 or something like that. Even with the price going, why is the yearly still dropping? You got to pay attention to those kind of things, okay? So anyways, now let's go look at prices in details. My good friend TradingView, and I do have them here. Now, this is, first of all, this is what I want to look at first. You see this? Bitcoin going up, Dixie going up. This is something you do not want to see. This is a breach moment. It's about to happen. A breach moment is about to happen. S&P 500, Bitcoin, Dixie, they're all pushing up. You are about to have your breach, jumping the San Francisco breach moment. That's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Now, if you go look at charts, for example, we do have Kaspa. Like I told you, for me, I don't want to get into it yet. Yesterday we saw it. It came down. Yeah, tried to bounce. But yet, look at that ribbon. Like I always tell you, the candles can be deceiving. Look at that ribbon. Price trying to go up, but the ribbon is still red, and it's also started to curve downwards again. And for those of you who can't see it, if you look at the MACD, there is a sell signal right there, which is already taking place, right? There's a big sell signal right there. Moving average tried to go, and it looks like it's trying to also curve. So yeah, time for you to move on. Not time for the legendary yet. Look at the 4 hourly. That's another one that you have to look. You see the ribbon? Green, but I started to squeeze to try to come downwards, right? I told you, for me, I'm expecting this price to come and retest this resistance, turn it into support first before it bounces, if we are lucky. If not, we will be looking at that lower movement, which could take it all the way back down to that 2.8 or 2.5. I am still waiting for that. Okay, if Bitcoin start to drop, unfortunately, this will happen. Because now, and another thing that most people are not looking at is like, yeah, the upgrade is coming, but that bullish momentum everybody's waiting on is not going to start happening until probably July. You will see. Okay, so for me, that's what's happening right now. MACD, look at that, bearish. Very bearish. So we're still waiting. For me, yeah, I'm buying on spot. I don't care about price. Like I said, I only care about price because I want to enter my my legendary trades. That's the only reason I care about it right there. Okay. Anyways, now we go look at it on the daily. Let's see. Daily, if you have anything. Nope. See that? There's a big sell signal right there, which has already started to play out. Which means, like I told you guys, look at the MACD. It's not strong enough. This will come back down to retest this. That's what will happen. Look at the moving average, still pointing downwards. Okay, I told you guys, price could go as up as 4 cents or 4.5, and that's exactly what happened. You see, right there. Now we are back down again to 3.7. So be very careful. If you're scalping the market using Kaspa, that's fine, but it's not time for them legendary trades yet. Now, if you look at it on the weekly, we're about to see the same, right? Everybody keeps saying, look at that weekly candle when you zoom in. And I keep saying, guys, it's not time yet. We've seen this time after time. We've seen this, okay? You can go, even the most recent one was here. You remember these two weekly candles? The first one came in, it went up so high. The other one came in, and I kept telling you, just have to look at the height. If this one didn't go above this, it ain't going to do it, okay? And again, there are so many examples when you see, and what happened to price, it still came down. Now, if you look at this, you will see the same. Like I said, every time we break out, we need to come back to retest. Okay, we might see it go, but it need to retest. If it doesn't retest, it ain't worth it. It ain't going, the pump ain't worth it. Okay, And the higher it goes without retesting, the higher the probabilities means that it's going to come back inside the channel. Those are the higher. So you have to be very careful with it. For me, buying on spot will save you a lot of money and a lot of pain. So yeah, you might lose money on leverage, but at least you will understand. You will not be that mad. Okay. So for me, anything under than $10 is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 10 cents is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 15 cents. Before you know it, 18 cents. And we will be looking at all-time high, then price discovery. Now let's go look at QNT right quick. The banker's coin. Let's see right here, QNT, and that one, because QNT is a very big indicator of what you're about to see with Kaspa. Yesterday we told you, right? Like I was saying, price is pumping, but you have to look at it. There are multiple sell signals right there. And when price is pumping, look at MACD. That's another thing that does not add up. MACD is so bearish and price is pumping. What does that tell you? Manipulation, right? That's what that means. But oh well, you can fall for it if that's the way you want to look at it. People are different. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, now you see the same thing. Price pumping, but right here, MACD has turned already bearish. So this is going to come crashing, and you guys are going to see it. As you guys can see, we've gone from green to white. From white, it's going to turn red. And then before you know it, yep, jumping off the bridges, right? That's exactly what you're looking at. If you look at it on the daily, what do you see? See, this same jumping down with the ribbon. Red, green, not this. They don't even know where to go. Red, green, and it's the same thing. So I keep telling you, the indecision is there. And yeah, for those of you who can catch it earlier, you will save yourself from a lot of pain. On the weekly, we are still almost the same thing. Nothing has changed. Okay, so you gotta watch. We have a couple of more days. We're going exactly into the weekend as we speak, but you gotta watch. Things are going to play out. Well, I don't need to tell you. For me, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 151, then 176. By the time we conquer that, we'll be looking at 230, and then all-time high. Before you know it, we will be sitting at exactly what we call price discovery. But it's not that time yet, okay? So, anyways, now, like I've already showed you guys, right? I've already showed you guys my positions. They are doing pretty good. But one thing I usually say, I do not condone leverage trading, okay? Down below, I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange, okay? Follow those links, sign up, and meet their deposit requirements. Once you do, they're going to give you free money. They give you free money, take $20 out and practice. Practice it. As long as you can turn $20 into 40, 40 into 60, 60 into 100, and so on and so forth. And like I said, not just once, do it and do it 3, 4, 5 times. If you can do that, that means you understand the lesson. If you still cannot do it, my friend, you got 2 options. Option number 1, leave it the fuck alone. Leave it alone and concentrate on spot trading. Just buy the coins and hold, okay? Or keep on practicing until you get good at it. That's it. And also down below, I also have a link to the Acorn. Those of you who have been friends of the channel for a while, you know that is what I use to teach my son how to trade on the stock market. I teach him that because they don't teach him that at school, which is very bad. They need to teach these children about economy in school. But anyways, follow the link, sign up. Once you do, you don't need to meet a deposit requirement. Just sign up correctly and they're going to give you $5 worth of stocks, which again is not much, but it's a great way to begin your investment journey. Okay. Full disclosure, if we sign up enough people, we will get, before the promotions ends, we get some price, and the price I will split it into 2, half of which I will use for a raffle for the entire community, and the other half I will keep for myself. Okay. Well, since we already seen my positions, we're doing great on that. The only thing left is to go look at my son's Acorns account. Excuse me. Okay, let's go see how that man is doing on his Acorn, and we're gonna sign up and see. Well, it's still like going sideways, not that bad. Well, he did a little bit. Yesterday was 1,340. Today $1,353. Not bad. He's doing pretty good. Now, when you look at his positions, you'll see. Come on, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want. I want his positions there. When you look at his positions, you will see that today, because again, Xi Jinping is doing his thing with Trumpicius, the stock market is rallying. So we're up 9.18%. On the stocks, S&P 500 is up $621. Medium companies, $87 up. Small companies, $57.9. We do have international companies, $318. For the bonds and ETFs, we do have the short-term bonds looking at $83, and the U.S. aggregate bonds sitting at $184. Well, he's doing pretty good for his age. For a kid of 9 years old, I think he's doing pretty good, which is, again, I am very, very proud of him when he's doing this. He's catching up pretty good. He's learning. Like I said here many times, I am so anxious to see his bank account when he's 20 years old. That's what I'm very anxious to see. But anyways, yeah, guys, thank you so much for checking out my videos, okay? Like I said, be careful. This bullish momentum people are selling to you, it is not what it is. It's something else. Go do your research. Go dig into it. The biggest Bitcoin bulls, they are planning something very, very dirty. Kaspa is your way out. You need to pile as much Kaspa as possible. But anyways, yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to hit that like button and drop me a nice comment. If you don't have anything nice to say, please drop me an emoji. That will also work. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, I hope you're not jumping that bridge. Bye-bye.